Hello and welcome back to the TMB podcast. My name is Hafiz and with me today is Abdullah.
Hi, I am Abdullah.
Hello, Abdullah. So, what are we going to be talking about today?
Today we'll be talking about cycling.
Ooh, cycling.
So do you cycle?
Not anymore.
Yeah, I don't cycle. Oh, wait, that's not true. I cycle. I do cycle,
Right.
but I cycle at work now, and we don't do it as hobbies anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay, so why are we talking about cycling today?
why we are talking about cycling today? Because we used to cycle a lot last time, but many rules have changed.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm looking at the article today. No, was it today?
What's the article?
25th January.
Mm-hmm.
And the title of the article is All bicycles used on Singapore public paths, roads, will soon be required to have brakes.
Okay.
So, what does this mean? So they have a picture.
It's a Straits Times article, eh?
Yeah, Straits Times article. Then they
Right.
have a picture, and then the caption says, "Safety concerns from the use of brakeless bicycles arose following a fatal accident last year."
Okay.
Yeah. So ever since, cyclists and pedestrians have been sharing road paths, there's been several accidents. Okay, involving pedestrians and cyclists, as well as vehicles and cyclists when they're using roads. So there's a lot of changes to the rules for Singapore, for cyclists in Singapore. And just recently they released this article and talking about this use of brakeless bicycles.
All right. So, can you explain what a brakeless bike is? Because how would you stop if you have no brake?
Yeah, how would you stop if no brakes? So weird, right? Yeah. So anyways, these brakeless bicycles, they are probably just referring to fixies or fixed gears
Yeah.
bicycles, which are actually the bicycles that we used to ride when we were young.
Right. But we had brakes on our fixies, right?
I did not have a brake, and actually, can you see it here? Is this one? No, my bike is here, and it has no brake. That's why I'm not using it now.
You were riding without a brake the whole while.
Yeah. You didn't know?
I didn't know.
Okay, I didn't have a brake. So I wanted to install a brake, but
Yeah.
the guy's like, "Oh, I don't know how to install a brake."
This is the most basic thing.
Yeah.
I bet I could figure out how to do it.
Well, I don't know. So I didn't install a brake on it. So how did we survive cycling without brakes?
Personally, I had a brake, so
Oh, so you're using brake all the way. So
Yeah.
basically, let me just explain how fixies work.
yeah.
So fixies are not your normal bicycle in a way that when you cycle and when you stop on a normal bicycle, like when you stop pedaling on a normal bicycle, it will still move.
You still move, yeah. Correct.
Definitely, right? Because the gear will disengage, something like that.
Right.
Yeah, but for a fixed gear, your pedaling will match the rotation of the wheels. I mean,
Right.
according to the gears lah.
So
Yeah.
if you stop pedaling, then the wheels technically will stop.
Yes,
moving.
you are correct. So if you're cycling, let's say from stop to start, so you cycle as normal, like how you would do on a normal bicycle. But when you want to slow down or you want to brake, the only way, without putting your feet off of the pedals, is just to slowly slow down.
Slowly slow down.
So
Or you can do the foot brake method where you use one foot and you put it on the rear wheel to slow down.
Yes. So okay,
Yeah.
there's actually several ways. You can put your foot on the rear wheel. You can use your foot on the front wheel. You can put your foot on the ground, and you can also do the drifting method.
Yeah, but that's quite hard, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think on the radio I heard this morning they're talking about how you have reverse pedaling to stop the bikes. I'm not sure about this existence of reverse pedaling, like you just cycle backwards and it will brake. But for the fixed gears that we were cycling, you just had to stop. Like you had to use your legs
Yeah,
to
just sheer force to
yeah,
stop the
yes,
pedal from going.
sheer force. Like you had to lock your legs, and then the back wheel will stop moving, and then you have to lean forward, and then it will stop lah.
stop, yeah.
And then you'll use the friction of the tires to sort of do a drift stop.
To drift, yeah.
Yeah, so that's if he's talking about reverse pedaling, that's the
That's-
method on my bicycle, I guess. But it's super dangerous. Like maybe I fell down a few times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Do you remember when we first got our fixies?
Yeah, we bought it at Ang Mo Kio, is it?
Yeah, I believe Ang Mo Kio.
Yeah, so we took the MRT there. Took MRT there, then we walked to some weird
Ulu
shop
shop.
on top of a hill.
Yeah.
We're like,
Then we bought our bikes. Then we cycled home.
give me these 2 bikes. Do you need a plastic bag? No, nothing home.
Yeah. Then we took 2 hours to cycle home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ang Mo Kio, how do you get back? By Bartley Road, is it?
I think should be Serangoon,
Oh, yeah, probably.
down Serangoon, then probably Bartley Road is there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun. That was when bicycle paths weren't really
I think.
finished yet. Yeah.
So you had to cycle at the side of the road and hope nobody ran you over.
Yeah, and like Bartley Road had a lot of those heavy vehicles, so that's fun.
Very scary.
Yeah, well, that's fun. And yeah, we got the same bikes, just a different color. I think.
Yeah.
Yours had a brake?
Yeah, I had a brake installed. Are you sure it didn't have? Okay, I mean, looking at it now, it doesn't have a brake. But how are you alive without a brake? No
I don't have a brake.
No wonder they mandated the law where you need to have a brake.
So maybe, yeah, I didn't kill anyone, but
Yeah.
maybe that's fine. It's not safe. You need a brake. Yeah, I need a brake from life.
Have a brake.
Correct.
Right.
Have a
So
Kit Kat.
do you ever cycle around Singapore? I know we cycled to a lot of places, but do you ever do the
The cross.
round
Yeah.
country cycle?
You probably went further than me, because I think the furthest I've been is yes.
Yes.
Yeah, the furthest I've been is yes.
Right.
Bishan or something. I don't know.
Bishan.
You went to Mandai, right?
I've done the round Singapore cycle before, but I did it with my uncle and his friends, and I wasn't riding a fixie. I was riding one of his mountain bikes, which had a gear.
Okay. So it's better.
Yeah, it's much better.
I'm not sure. I totally forgot, but maybe I did one. Who knows? Yeah, but it's like with one of the common things that we do last time is this night cycling rides, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you listen to our NS podcast episode, we were actually from the same shift.
Yeah.
same-
so we
same
get to
rota.
cycle on the off days.
Yeah, so we had the same off days. So we cycled a lot at night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was we used to do the New Year cycle.
Yes. We used to do cycle to Marina Barrage.
Yes.
Right,
See
Marina
the
Barrage
fireworks.
and back.
Yes.
Yeah.
New Year celebration.
Yeah.
I think we did it for 2 years or 3 years.
2 years only?
2 or 3 years.
2014 and 2015.
Yeah. So cycle all the way from home, all the way to Marina Barrage, take some pictures of the fireworks,
Then go home.
and go home.
Oh wait, no, supper first, then go home.
Oh, of course. Those were the days.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we normally do several routes, right? Either the East Coast or the Punggol
Yeah.
Waterway cycling routes.
Right. So it's always either you go up or you go down.
Yes.
Right. Or you can do the Changi loop. But you go down first to ECP, then you go up.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually our location is quite good for cycling, so too bad we stopped when
Yeah.
the craze
Died down.
yeah.
I got a motorbike, so
Yeah, and I didn't. So yeah, but now the cycling craze is up, and we have a few more safety measures in place that we have to follow, like things like you have to wear a helmet. I think in 2019.
really.
Yeah, now when you want to cycle, you have to wear a helmet.
That's for losers.
Yes, and also brakes are for losers. So so safety first. Yes, safety engineer says safety first.
Okay. What was the scariest memory you have of riding? Or not scariest, but maybe the most negative
Most
or bad
negative.
experience. Sorry.
If I add on to the brakeless portion of this bicycle is when you couldn't do the back pedaling, like the gear just disengaged, so there was zero way of stopping the bike.
Okay. How did the gear disengage?
I think there's something that fixes the gear to the wheel.
To the chain, is it?
Yeah, to the wheel itself. So
okay.
it got loose. So instead of back pedaling, it just loosened the thing more, and then so basically you can't stop the bike lah.
Right.
So
So that's why you need brakes.
that's why I stopped cycling this bicycle. Yeah, so I didn't trust the bike anymore. So I just like, okay, no, I got another bicycle. Yeah.
R.I.P. bike.
Yeah. Then the other one was like cycling to Punggol in the rain. Yeah, and it's really cool when you cycle at night in the rain.
Yes.
That was scary.
Scary.
Yeah.
And also painful.
Also painful because I did something stupid, but you wouldn't know what it is. Yeah, just stay safe. And what about you?
Stay safe. The scariest experience I had on my bike was this one time when I was cycling from Lorong Halus Bridge to Pasir Ris. So if you cycled there before, there's actually a really ulu road which connects the bridge and Punggol waterway to Pasir Ris. And
I think now it's nice.
now it's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, back then it was
Not.
scary. Yeah. And I had actually cycled to Punggol to meet one of my friends for supper, and I was on the way home. It was 1+ like that, and I found out that the lights were all off. So like the whole stretch, right? It was just darkness because on the sides were also just forested areas, and there were no nearby buildings. So it's pitch black the whole way, and I was really scared. So I stood pedal the whole way until I reached Pasir Ris, and I tried my best not to like look left and right and just look forward and just pedal as fast as I could.
This is Lorong Halus and Pasir Ris Farmway, right?
Pasir Ris Farmway, yeah.
And Pasir Ris Farmway has like the dog farms.
Yeah. There are stray dogs there as well. Yeah, so
Nice.
occasionally you have to dodge them as well because they will just be standing in the middle of the road.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but after I reached Pasir Ris, right, I had to take a break because the lactic acid buildup in my legs was really bad. So I had to.
Yeah, because you were
had
like
to
chionging,
rest.
right?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, but to be fair, I think there wasn't anything to be scared of.
Really?
Like, yeah, like I think it was just all in my imagination because it's really dark.
Probably.
Yeah.
But also, I think Lorong Halus is not a very, very safe place to
Right.
be.
Is that why they call it halus?
Yeah, that's why. Because they named it Lorong Halus. Okay, probably because it's a thin road.
Right.
But it's just one singular road, like straight.
Yeah.
But it's probably also very scary, lah. Or I mean, like dogs or whatever animals or something that's not really an animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So never again.
Never again. Always cycle with friends. Safer. Yes.
Yeah.
We do a lot of night cycling last time when we were in school, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I remember doing it in secondary school, JC, uni. So, was there any memorable night cycling experiences?
For me, actually, I was part of an ad hoc in school. It was called Rihla, and we did night cycling every year.
Oh, every year.
Yeah, every year.
This was in university, so 4 years.
Yes, so for 4 years. Just a bit of background. Rihla is actually an ad hoc under the NUS Muslim Society. So it's a sports event, and sorry, it's a sports event where we plan activities for mostly for our Muslim community members lah. But it's actually open to the wider community. But it's targeted mostly at Muslims. So I was part of that ad hoc for 4 years. I was project director for the second year I was with them. And yeah, we did night cycling each year. And the routes were actually informed by our night cycling activities like we did when we were in NS. So like a lot of the routes that we cycled in NS, right? I incorporated it into into Rihla's cycling routes.
So I guess you started from East Coast Park?
Yeah, there was 1 year where we started from East Coast. We started from a mosque. So actually, I think most of the time we start and end at mosques.
Oh, because it's a Muslim
It's
event.
Muslim, yeah.
Okay, so we do all the salat together.
All the religious stuff, yeah.
Okay.
But like I said, it's not purely just for Muslims because we have some non-Muslims joining us as well.
Oh.
Yeah, because the main focus is actually the cycling itself lah.
Mm.
Yeah, and we are trying to promote having an active lifestyle. Yeah, which is in line with the deen as well.
The deen. The deen meaning
like your
the way of life.
Yeah, like your religion.
Okay.
Yeah. So sorry. So one of the years we started from ECP, and we ended up at, I'm gonna say Sengkang.
Also, you don't go
Yeah,
back.
Sengkang.
So you don't return the bicycles.
Yeah, no. Okay, so how it works, right, is
Yeah.
that we will rent the bikes from a bike supplier. They will deliver all the bikes to our starting location in like this really huge lorry.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it can fit like hundreds of bikes on
Oh,
one
okay,
lorry.
okay.
Yeah, so they deliver the bikes, then we cycle. Then the next day they will come and pick up at our end location. Yeah,
Okay.
so logistics wise, it's not that troublesome because the company itself will handle the movement of the bikes.
Oh, that's good.
Yep.
Okay, so you go from ECP to Sengkang.
Sengkang. Yeah, Sengkang.
So okay, I can't imagine the route, but cool.
Yeah.
Okay, then was there a year that you did from West Coast Park?
West Coast Park.
No, like a cross island from west to east.
I cannot remember.
Oh, you don't know. Oh, all right.
I
Okay,
think there was one where we ended in school.
okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like east to west.
Yeah, east to west.
Yeah, always start with the east because east is best. East is beast.
East is east. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yep.
Risla.
But other than that, we also did other activities such as dragon boating. We did archery tag. We did.
Is this during the cycling?
No. This was separate activities
so
outside of
this
Risla.
is a promo for Risla.
Ah,
Sorry, for NUSMS.
Yeah, for NUSMS.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's fun. For me, I also had some night cycling activities that I did yearly.
Right.
So I was in RC4, Residential College 4, which is
The fourth
staying on campus.
residential college.
It's the fourth residential college.
Yeah.
It's just staying on campus. Okay, then we have houses. So I was from Ursa, like the bear and the constellation.
Right.
So we have night cycling every year. I would say summer break. I think at the end of before summer, probably.
End of Sem 2, is it?
I have no clue actually. But anyways, we had it. Then while we are cycling, because the cycling routes are made by Easties, so it's probably the routes that we cycled during NS. So it was easy for me because we could we know where to go.
We know where
I mean,
to-
like
yeah.
if I'm the leader or just the guide, then I'll just know where to
turn.
where to turn on that. So more experienced.
Yep.
So we get to lead. But there's also one year that they needed a safety driver. So, so because I could drive
You
and I
were
had like more than 5 years experience at the time, or like more than 2 years. I don't know what you
Yeah.
need. Yeah, so I was the driver. I had to drive a lorry, like a manual.
A manual lorry.
Yeah, manual lorry.
Right.
Then the lorry is rental, right? So it's like the gears don't really engage properly, and I didn't know where the handbrake was. So the first thing we had to do was like when I got the lorry, they had to fuel the lorry first. And I go, okay, I don't know how to park the lorry right beside the refueling station, right? And after that, our brake already, I was like, where's the handbrake?
So you just step on the brake the whole way.
I'm like, oh shit, where's the handbrake? I think I asked the attendant, where's the handbrake? No, but I think I realized then it was
It's
like
the
it was
pull- the pull
yeah,
kind,
the pull thing.
Yeah.
It was a pull kind, then okay, pull, then I just asked the guy like, this feel I don't know how to do this. Yeah, but it's scary because like you don't know how to like park the lorry.
Yeah.
and it's just very uncomfortable. And for lorries, I guess because you drove bus before, right? You start on second gear, right?
Ah, yes, second gear.
Yeah, it was very weird for me.
Yeah,
Cause
you just have to get used to it.
yeah, but I enjoy driving manual. Full stop.
Full stop. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so it is fun lah. It's just that it's a bit scary. Like if I get into accident or what, I have no clue what to do. So just don't get into an accident.
Right, just don't.
Yeah,
That's how you prevent accidents.
Correct.
Don't get into them.
don't. Yeah, just check your. Oh, the mirrors are big, so
Yeah.
just check your blind spot properly.
And you can't see the back, right? Like the
yeah, you
rearview
can't see
mirror.
the back. There's a window. You can technically see the back, but I mean the side mirrors are
More than
enough
enough.
lah. Yeah, it's more than enough. Yeah, it's just a bit scary when there's like people at the back. Then whatever happens, they are dead. I'm safe. Don't worry. Yeah, so that was fun.
Right. So what do you do during these night cyclings? Do you just cycle or?
Yeah, it's the same as you. So we just cycle and then we stop. Oh, it's more of a supper trail.
Supper trail. Yeah.
Yeah, because east side is best
Supper,
side.
yeah, best
Yeah,
supper
so-
side.
So we go to. I'm not sure if we go to Simpang, but we go to like Bedok 85.
Oh,
85.
85, block 85.
Yeah, if the the people know about like 85 bowling or whatever the Chinese food is famous for.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Right.
Yeah. There was like only one Malay stall, I think. Yeah, then we have food at Kallang Max. Some
Do you go to ECP?
some beancurd place.
ECP
ECP also. ECP the Lagoon.
Lagoon, yeah.
Lagoon. Yeah, so these places. It's just a supper trail to for the Westies to know how good the east side is.
Right.
Yeah, basically.
Then the bikes, where do you get them from?
Bikes we got from the bike shop at ECP.
And you return it there as well?
Yeah, I think we return it at the same spot.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we just get the spare bikes we just put onto the lorry.
All right.
Yeah, so it's overnight until I think 4 or 5 a.m. Yeah, so
Then how do they get home?
yeah, too bad.
Sleep over at ECP.
I'm not sure how they got home actually. Maybe we waited until first bus. I
Like
don't know.
5 plus, eh?
Yeah, I had to return the lorry, so I had transport. Yeah,
Right.
so that's that. That's fun.
Okay. Yeah.
Every
sounds
year
fun.
we have like night cycling shirts. Yeah,
Right.
so it's just weird colors. Green, like versus green.
I mean, it's for safety, right? Or no?
I guess so. One is like lime green. One was white
Yeah.
with like green stuff, and one was like just normal green.
Mm.
Yeah. Rihla also had some night cycling shirts.
Yeah, we have a
Long sleeve.
shirt. Yeah, it's. I mean, you can opt for the short sleeve lah, but I prefer the long sleeve. Yeah, especially when you cycle at night, right? The wind will buffet against your hands, so it gets very cold.
Oh yeah. How do you? Okay, other than the coldness, your butt will be pain, right?
Yes. If you're not used to it, then your butt will hurt after cycling for a prolonged time.
So how do you mitigate that? You don't.
You don't. You just suffer the next day.
When we were cycling on fixies, we had the bike shorts, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can mitigate it by getting bike shorts where there's padding at the butt area, but in my experience, doesn't really help that much.
It's actually quite useless, right?
Yeah. You just have to sort of condition your butt to sit for very long times.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's most of what our cycling experience
Cycling
is.
experience, yeah.
Yeah, night cycling, fixies, brakeless bikes. So if you are cyclists now, please adhere to the safety measures in place. Wear your helmet, have some brakes on your bikes. Don't cycle against traffic, and make sure you're following all the rules.
Traffic rules, yeah. Just be safe lah.
Yeah,
Yep.
because you're sharing the roads with pedestrians and vehicles. Okay, so thank you very much for listening in to our cycling podcast.
Yep. Stay safe and see you in the next episode.
Goodbye.
Bye bye. Okay, you want me to start?
I can start.
Okay.
Welcome back to the TMB podcast.
Hey.
Hey.
Sorry.
Welcome back to the TMB podcast. I'm Abdullah,
And I'm Hafiz.
and we cycled over a monitor lizard before.
I think that was just you.
Eh? We're on the same path. What do you mean?
I actually hopped over that lizard.
I didn't know it was a lizard. Yeah, so thank you for listening, and see you again next time.